Hello everyone, this is the Chess Monkey, and I'm back with a normal-sized video, other than the shorts you've been seeing from me recently. Speaking of the shorts, we've have over 35,000 views on them, and we're about at 40 subscribers, so I really appreciate all the support this last couple of weeks. But today's video is not a beginner bootcamp opening video, but rather a tournament prep that I'm working on for this tournament in late July, which is the Colorado Clash Championships, and this is a 2-day tournament kind of up in the mountains in Colorado, and it's going to be 4 games that I'm playing, 90 minutes with 30-second increments, and this is my first over-the-board tournament in a while. So I think it would be fitting, since this is a chess YouTube channel, that I'd go over some of the preparation I'm doing for this tournament. The first one is openings, of course. Got to start with openings, and personally, I'm more comfortable with D4 and C4 openings, which C4 is obviously the English. But that's mostly what I'm going to be focusing on for the tournament. I don't think that's going to switch up. Obviously, E4 has a lot of theory behind it with the Roy Lopez and Italian game, which I think are very solid, but I just feel more comfortable with D4 openings, so that's what I'm going to be going with for this tournament. So what I'm mainly thinking of is something that I've played a million games with, which is the London system, which is D4, D5, and then bishop to F4. And this is just, eventually you try to find yourself in a position where you push the pawn to E3, bring the knight out, push this pawn eventually, bring the knight out, bring maybe queen there, maybe queen here, castle alongside, which is what I usually like to do. Probably pin the knight here if they bring it out. Something I'm really comfortable with, but obviously the London system can get countered very many ways, and you find yourself in a situation where if they know how to deal with it, it doesn't really end in an advantage for white at all. So London system's up there maybe. If I know, if I just want to play solid, I'll play it. But obviously, there's some counters to the London system that I don't really want to get into. But obviously, it's not the most solid opening for me. Of course, we can also play another D4 opening, and it's the Queen's Gambit. Not the Netflix series, but that's what we have here on the right side, actually. But the Queen's Gambit, obviously, if they take, push my pawn to E5, and then try to capture this pawn back. And then if they hold on to it, just immediately strike back. And if they hold on to it again, you can go ahead and strike back again. It's just, winning for white, as you can see on the eval bar on the left. So the Queen's Gambit is one that I'm thinking about playing with a lot. But what I'm afraid of with the Queen's Gambit, especially playing stronger rated players who have played in these overboard tournaments, because I've been only playing online for like the last year, which obviously I've been playing some friends in person and practicing with them. But I'm afraid of the Albin counter gambit, which I have no idea what to do in this position at all. Because usually if they decline, which is the other not option for taking, or they can play the Slav. But let's say they just play Queen's Gambit declined, I immediately transition into a Catalan position. So here, and then the idea is I fianchetto, and then I castle on this side, and it's become a Catalan opening. And the idea is that I'm trying to put some pressure with my bishop on this file. And so that works, and then especially if they take, I bring knight here and threaten this, as well as opening up my bishop, and obviously I'll be castled. So yeah, the Catalan is actually one of my favorites because I think it's fun to play as a hybrid. But yeah, the Albin counter gambit is something I'm not looking forward to at all. It's something that I have no idea behind the theory. I can play against the Queen's Gambit declined, obviously, pretty simply. But other than that, it's the Queen's Gambit's a solid opening, and I think I'll probably play one game with this. And of course, we talked about C4, English opening, and we either get the copycat, E4, or E5, sorry, or maybe just like a knight move. But let's say we play a reverse Sicilian variation. We just transition into something like here. I'll just develop for them. We go ahead and develop into a system that's like this, where we fianchetto on this side, and then we'll eventually bring the bishop out, castle the king, push this here, bring this up, freeing the bishop, and then eventually, oh, my bad. The theory is not that, but instead we bring this up first, because the idea here is once we get this here, and then let's just say they go somewhere like this. I don't know why they do that, but they would. We play here because we're trying to get the knight here instead of here, because ideally, let's say that they keep developing. Doesn't really matter where. We go here, here, and then eventually after we castle, we can have this pawn break right here, which will allow us to open up the board better. We probably have this too, and then we'll be building pressure, especially after this pawn is up one, because then a lot of pressure on this square, which will be just an attacking idea later, especially if they castle on this side. So yeah, English is a little bit more complicated. I've probably played against players who are slightly better than me, even though I don't know the theory very well. I just know it's kind of throwing a wrench into people's opening plans because they expect e4 or d4. One of my friends was telling me to play e4 and play the Vienna game, which I have really no idea how to play. I know I think that's the Scotch. I think it's knight to c3, and then but the thing with this line is I find there's a lot of theory with it, and the thing about e4 openings is that I don't like the fact that you can be transposed immediately into another opening like the Karo Khan. I'd rather be more in control, which I feel like with d4 you're in control of the opening you play. So yeah, those are my main openings. I'm also thinking about maybe playing a Black Dimar Gambit, right? Which I've never played before at all in online games, but I've been seeing it a lot. I think it might be a good, powerful weapon. Obviously, I need to learn the theory behind it, but mostly this video is me asking you guys what do you think I should be playing for this tournament, because I'm rusty. It's been a while because of COVID, shut everything down. But I'm hoping to get back into it, and I'm hoping to have a strong first tournament. And I'm going up with a couple of pals, so I think it will be a lot of fun. Yeah, and so I'll keep you guys updated, and let me know down below in the comments, first of all, your favorite openings or openings that I should play, but also if you guys want to see recaps of some of the games I play up there, because I know I will be analyzing every single game I play. So if you guys would like to see that on here, let me know. And I'd be more than happy to do that for you. And you know, this channel's been growing actually pretty strong due to the shorts function on YouTube. So thank God for that. It's a blessing. But please like, comment, subscribe. Subscribing means a lot to me right now. It kind of gives me motivation to keep uploading. And I've been really enjoying actually uploading, especially the shorts. I've been using my voice for that recently. So that's been a good journey so far. So thank you guys for supporting me, especially if you stayed this long in the video. It means a lot to me. And let's keep playing some chess. I think it's a lot of fun. Peace out.